owners for fly tipping. What are you doing to tackle the problem?
We recently tackled some fly tipping quite close to the school here, and that's quite tricky because legally it's the farmer's responsibility to take the fly tipping away, although it obviously wasn't him that put the fly tipping there, so it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
That's where Keep Wells Tidy comes in to try and be a bit helpful really, and work with loads of different people, working with some volunteers as well, and hopefully deal with the situation that way.
Lack of bins. What are you doing to tackle the problem?
Are you getting the impression there's becoming less litter bins? When bins reach the end of their lifetime, when they become all rusty and a little bit sorry looking, the council take them away and don't replace them. And there's probably two reasons for that really. The new bins themselves cost around £500, so they're quite expensive. But then when a bin's in place, the council are obviously having to commit to going to empty that bin every so often. It can be quite regular. So the easier solution sometimes is to encourage people to take their litter home instead of finding a litter bin.
How big a problem is dog mess?
I think it's a big problem because it's really horrible. But yeah, it's seemingly a bit more of a problem here in Merthyr than most of Wales. So if you're seeing it as a problem, I think I'd agree with you. It does actually pose a real genuine health risk as well. Something like 5 people a year go blind from touching dog fouling every year, just in the UK.
What should we do if we see an area with a lot of litter?
If you can identify a place that you want to clean up, maybe you can get in touch with me and together we'll go out and clean it up.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. For lack of bins, what are you doing to tackle this problem?
Bins, we have helped some people to buy bins because we're a charity and we keep ourselves quite familiar with grants and things that are going around. So we have been able to point schools and community groups to little pots of money that they can buy their own bins. But yeah, that's one of the solutions. In schools, if you're trying to tackle the problem of litter within the schools, you could just make your own out of cardboard boxes, can't you? They don't have to be £500 proper bins. If you're tackling it inside where they're not going to get rained on, then you can do a cheap solution as well.
Back to dog mess. What evidence do you need to report owners of dogs?
At the minimum, the council would want you to give a description of the person and the time, the date and the place that it happened.
How do we report offenders?
There is a standard form on Merthyr Council's website where you can do it either anonymously or by giving your name. But the council are also encouraging you to ring into the hotline as well. And that's if you see somebody acting irresponsibly and if you just wanted to highlight a problem area.
What should we do if we see an area with a lot of litter?
I think from time to time it would be good if the school could do organised litter picks. So I wouldn't suggest you go out picking up litter on your own, but if we do it in an organised way, maybe I'll come along from Keep Wales Tidy and we can do it safely. How does that sound?